let's talk about these boot camps. Let's talk about these coding schools, okay? Should you go to a boot camp or a coding school? Well, it depends. Let me tell you about myself. I was formerly employed at a coding school as a machine learning instructor. It wasn't the greatest thing ever. The big thing was they saw my authenticity, they knew my credentials and whatnot. You know, they kind of used me to attract a lot of black folks. So this is what happened with that school, right? The curriculum was totally incomplete, right? It was contradictory. A lot of these schools will say that if you go to college, that you're only going to learn theory. The truth is, computer science is pretty much theory. It's a branch of mathematics. It's theoretical. The other part of it was they were ripping the students off. Basically, they had these students go into a contract, so you know, once you get the job, they start garnishing your fucking wages. If you looked at the total cost of the school that did not have any books, that had incomplete curriculum, and it was upon students to just go on Google and to figure it out, it was actually more expensive than going to UC Berkeley. Not worth it in my book. What's probably a better value? Maybe just going to a community college, getting an associate's degree. You can transfer those credits later on. If you already have a degree, then look up your local universities, local colleges, and see what type of certificate programs, what type of bachelor's or master's programs they have for computer science, because they saw, a lot of these universities saw these boot camps come up and they changed and made new programs and changed their curriculum so they can accommodate people trying to break into tech. And a lot of times, these are much cheaper than the boot camps. The big thing about boot camps too is that they primarily focus on web technology. I've been doing this stuff for a very long time. I still remember when JavaScript was kind of a new thing. And to be fairly honest, this shit changes rapidly. So like whatever you're gonna learn in school, like it's just gonna change. Like the web technology stuff is almost like a jungle. So in my conclusion about coding schools and boot camps, you know, it depends on the individual. When I worked at the coding school, I actually did the math and I didn't find people were that successful. I actually found that only a quarter of people were actually getting jobs, and they were fortunate. The people who actually were the most successful had prior work experience in some form of technology, maybe at a lower scale like desktop support, or they already had a degree but just in a different science or technology, right? They might have been petroleum engineering, they might have been biologists or whatnot, but they still had a piece of paper. The people who I saw who fared miserably in these schools didn't have anything at all. They didn't have any type of formal education. They went in and they came out and now they're stuck getting their wages garnished working at Jack in the Box. Don't let that be you. So if y'all want, follow me on here, ask me some questions in the comments, and I'll straight up tell you the right answers, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.